club shaft to pass my left arm, I am not turning and rotating my forearm. Okay, see how that toe's passing the heel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you don't want any of that.
Right.
You can allow this to happen. See how the face is still pointing to the sky?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you want to come out, is that face pointing to the sky.
The sky to the target.
Not toe up.
Got it.
Okay, that's forearm rotation there. Okay, you can flip it through this way. This is where it's acceptable. This is a la Phil Mickelson. Okay. The flat left wrist still face to the sky. Okay, that would be this shot here. See how that's flat? Okay. Or you can flip, but you gotta hold that face.
You gotta like the wrist out.
Right. Okay. You can't turn. So here, face pointing just a little bit right at target, leaning left, hands mid body, pick it up, splat, and go. Okay. When you're in a fairway bunker, I hope a car doesn't come by. I know I can clear this. Whenever you're in trouble, fairway bunker, hazard, anywhere, don't move your body. Keep your body right there. You go to your L and you go to your Y, okay? But you don't turn off the ball, okay? So you're in a fairway bunker, 3-wood. Okay. Right. Stay tall, because you know you're picking it. You're not getting any sand.
Well, for around here.
So there's no... I'll just play it out of that one right there. Not a very fair lie, huh? But you'll find this nonsense out there, especially with a lot of rain. So that one you're using the leading edge, okay? Fried egg. Yeah. Toes out in front of the heel. This one you finish low. I kind of call it, you can call it a spatula, I call it a watermelon ball scooper.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know how it,
Yeah.
so as soon as the toe hits the ground, that's going to dig it that way. Okay?
So that really takes a relaxed wrist to...
Right, the sand is going to take it here. Okay? Finish low on those. If you're in a lie, buried up against the lip, and let me find the lip that I'm not going to tear the edge off of this green. It's a little bit too much of an overhang. That's good right there. Ant hill. All right. Your ball's plugged. The camera's not on me right now, but just remember that that is an ant hill. I'm going to run that way as soon as I hit this. All you're going to do is karate chop this one, lean into the hill, pick it up, and throw that club head right into the hill. Okay? Just throw it right into the hill.
Yeah.
So if this was the hill here, okay? And I ran backwards on that because I didn't want the ants to fly on me, right? Yeah.
So that shot right there is more like practicing on the bag.
Right. Exactly. It's like hitting your impact bag. Okay? For buried. Everybody says it's the worst. Everybody says it's the worst bunker lie you can have, and I think it's the easiest. Okay? If it's buried in the wall of the bunker, and that's the top of the wall, and this is the bottom, and it's about here, you might want to have a little bit of forward momentum up the slope, but you still got to throw it into that ball. Okay? Downhill lie. Is the hardest shot in golf, I think. Downhill in a bunker. Where the the back foot's higher than the front foot. You got to lean yourself into this shot. And so that means that I've got to drop the whole left side of me. I got to make it shorter than the right. See how my shoulders are not angled with the slope? And I got to swing along that slope. Okay? So this ball will come out low, and it's going to run. Okay?
You make it look too easy.
You just can't be afraid of the sand. You got to get it. And you got to use this. If you use bounce.
Yep.
Splat all the time.
Just was what you showed me of opening up. Oh, I'm also used to having the square with my, now I've got to face it so it still faces the target and do the swing.
Right. And it's pick that club up. It's a V shape. Bam, splat. Bam, splat. Splat, and turn.
Impressive.
Okay. Then over here, I put a little more sand out. So this one we don't open the face quite as much. Okay, because right now I've got two inches, okay? So if I was going into that 2 inches with a flat face, see how it hardly goes? So I need to have not flat, not leading edge, halfway in between. So instead of Cleveland pointing all the way to the right, Cleveland points a quarter turn. Okay? Now there's enough forward on that where when I splat, it's still gonna, right, lean forward. And you heard that ball hit that face a little bit. That's what got it out a little bit further. Now, if I turned harder, I could hit it a mile, okay? Yeah. And that's my air in bunkers. When I get a lot of sand like this,
my air is I skull the snot out of it and send it a country mile.
you gotta get, okay, so here's wide open and a big turn. Splat and turn. See, I just hardly got anything.
Yeah.
Still need a little face. And I really turned on that one.
You did.
With a, Okay.
Tennis game.
Exactly. So does that help?
That helps immensely. That
okay.
was fantastic.
Good. You want to try this?
Yeah.